be three options.
I add employee.
No, it will not come in employee.
Employee.
Any physician that you are creating, no, it will come under external person, not in the employee.
Okay. Okay, I will try that.
Hmm.
Again. And another in medical practice means in schedule planning. Na, sir?
Hmm.
Actually, I have selected the employee
Hmm.
and added to the planning list, fill
Hmm.
the protocol and fill the service, medical service, assign the medical service number.
Hmm.
But
Okay.
after that, I was going for the appointment, create appointment calendar. So
Hmm.
that slide was means that particular function was not working
Yeah,
that time.
I know what is the reason. See, there some other user ID may be coming. That is why. What error did you get? Did you take any screenshot?
No, sir. Actually, I didn't means took the screenshot, but it was there was four options. It was giving.
Hmm.
You have to select any of them, and when I'm selecting those options, it is directing me to another
Yeah, it
screen.
will take you to another screen.
Uh,
Yeah, there, because most probably the error you were getting was select the appropriate user. If some other user ID is assigned to that medical practice calendar, no, you cannot create an appointment. Your name or your user ID should reflect there. For
okay.
example, let me see if I can show you that. Let me log in. I will use your server itself. Okay, so you remember transaction code? How to go to planning cockpit? EHSH underscore D underscore PCP.
PCP.
Okay, select any employee. Sorry, I selected applicant. Just see if you followed the same process as I am doing. And see, guys, whenever you get any trouble creating data, please message me immediately so that we can save some time during the class. Otherwise, what will happen? You may be having lot of doubts, and by the time I clear all those doubts, almost like half an hour will go. So next time, if you are not able to create some data, if there is any error, immediately you can send a screenshot and you can tell me what is the problem you are facing. Anyways, no
Okay.
problem. Let me assign here a protocol. I hope you assigned the protocol like how I am doing.
Uh,
Okay, initial examination and tomorrow's date I'll put.
uh, initially, I actually tried to assign the protocol category as general,
Hmm.
but there was no protocol number for that particular.
Yeah, yeah.
So I was able to move forward. Then I
Uh,
then
no problem. Hmm.
I selected employment.
Okay, fine. Some of these protocols do not have the protocol number. That is why it will not display. Okay. Anyways, here now next step is I want to open a medical service. I hope you went up to this. You were able to open a
Huh,
medical service.
huh, I did.
Okay, open medical service. Yeah, so medical service will be opened. Again, I will not go into all details. I will just quickly go to medical practice calendar. See, sometimes you will get this error, guys. So you may be confused what to do. You were getting like this, no? Internal user,
Yes, yes.
distribution
That's
list.
the
Okay,
ah,
sometimes what will happen, let's say you simply closed it. Okay, you thought, I don't know what it is, and you will close it off. Now what
ah,
will happen, no? When you click on medical practice calendar, or okay, let me say I will just click on continue. Okay, all these different user names are coming. So here you should select your username. Okay,
okay.
sometimes for some users automatically it will go to some other user ID. Let's say, for example, I'm saying, let's say I will select 93 EHS2. This is some user, some other user, and
Ah,
now I want to create an appointment here. Let's say tomorrow's date I will select at 8 o'clock in the morning. I want to create an appointment, so I will click on create button. See, did you get anything like this?
I means I didn't go to this page.
You
Uh,
could not
I
go at all. Yeah. So you were stuck
ah,
initially itself.
I was stuck at only that internal employee
Okay.
distribution.
Let's say you selected some data there in the internal users and you were able to come up to here. Let's say, even after coming here, see, you will not be able to create an appointment. Why? Because the user ID that is reflecting here, it is not your user ID. It is somebody else. You have logged in into this server by using 93EHS9, right? But here what you are
Yeah.
getting, here you are seeing 93EHS2. Both are different.
Hmm.
Therefore, it will say you are not authorized. So what should we do in such a case? In such a case, I have to go to open new calendar. Okay. Then click on find button or select new calendar. Then again go to internal users. Just click on continue. Okay. Then again click on continue. Now you see all these are different usernames. All these are different usernames. Just try to find out where is your user ID. Which is your user ID. So I hope this is yours 93HS9.
Ah,
Now
yes.
double click on that. So now what will happen, see, it is showing your ID now 93HS9. So now if you go to the date as 18 June and select the time and click on create button, you will not get that earlier message. You will directly go to the appointment calendar.
Hmm.
So when you are creating an appointment, just ensure that your user ID is reflecting here. If some other user ID is coming, then you will not be able to create an appointment.
Hmm.
Okay, got it? So try
Oh,
that. Change your the user ID to, anyways I have already changed. It is your server only, no? I have already changed. So now this time
hmm.
you can directly go and create an appointment. No problem.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So this was
Oh.
your, okay, anything else?
There was one doubt regarding health surveillance protocol. Actually, I tried
Hmm.
means adding one uh, protocol means
Hmm.
the stress consultation.
Huh.
So in that part means there was three options, na status active,
Hmm.
in process, uh,
Hmm.
the last one is red.
Yeah. Yeah.
So when I said
Inactive.
that there,
Inactive. Hmm.
so it was in yellow color, mean in process.
Okay.
So how can we means get it certified to the green active? That
You have to just
stress.
select the option active and you have to save it.
Actually, it was not changing.
Okay, fine. Let me go to that also. What transaction code you use?
EHS AMBT AET.
You use that.
Uh,
EHS AMB. No, it is not. It will take you to medical service.
I think EHS
E-
BC02.
No, that is brief
EHSVU
consultation.
01, sir.
EHS VU01. Yeah.
Ah,
Yes, sir.
Yes.
EHS.
This is the transaction code for health surveillance protocol. Let's go to that. So here all these are different description of protocols. So which one did you select?
Means I created new one actually.
I think you did not save because I
This
don't see.
diving
Hmm.
above forklift.
Huh.
This I created yesterday.
Okay, you created. Let's see. You
Uh,
have created this in the physical category. Protocol number is
uh,
4. Gender unknown, applicable for both. It is showing the status in process.
uh,
So if you are
uh,
only asking how do we change the status, see, I will show you
uh,
here. Double click on this. It will take you inside. Okay, now you see here they have given a status option. Go to status and you can select the first option, active. Right? Now
okay,
click
okay.
on save. Is all dependent data entered? Means it is asking, did you create all the relevant data for this particular medical checkup? If yes,
Hmm.
then you can just select yes, and that the status of that protocol will be changed to active. Now you can go back and you can check that your diving related self surveillance protocol is having the status green.
Okay.
Right, so you can double click anywhere. You can even double click here on diving or unknown, anywhere you can on this line, anywhere you can double click and it will take you to the detail.
Okay.
Right, it is like that. Again, see, if at all you want to change some other data here, like age, you want to make it instead of 45, 60. While your protocol is in the active status, you cannot change any parameters. What you should do, you have to again change it as in process, save the data again. Right, now you can change the age to 60 from 45.
Okay.
So just take care of these small things. Sometimes it may not be very easy to identify where you have to go and what data you have to change. Right, so we have changed the age. Now again you can just go to active. By the way, if you want to add some details about this protocol, you can add here. See, they have given a comment box. You can add some details. Like, I don't know exactly what you were thinking when you wanted to create this protocol, but whatever it is related to whichever activity, you can add it here. So you can say, just for example sake, I'm adding health surveillance protocol for diving related medical checkup. Right, just as an example. So you can add a comment to this and again change the status to active and save the data. Like this. Now you can just go back. Right, so your diving related protocol is now in the active status.
Okay.
Did you add any of the other data like agents or protocol frequency, whether you are going to do this medical checkup once or multiple times? Did you add any other
Means
information
I
here?
yes,
Hmm.
actually I added the protocol frequency regulation both.
Okay, protocol frequency you have added. It is a
Uh,
periodic examination you have selected
uh,
with a interval of 2 years. So after
uh,
every 2 years, you will be doing that. But see, remember, you have done one mistake here. You have done one mistake.
okay.
The first line, when you add the first line, it should
Uh,
always be the initial examination. Always the
okay.
first line will be initial examination. Like tomorrow, if you are sending that person for this medical checkup tomorrow, then you don't call it as a periodic. It will be initial. Next, after adding initial, then you can go to the periodic examination. Directly, you cannot go to periodic examination. That's wrong.
Okay.
You got my point? What I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
First,
So
always will be initial examination.
if the test is not conducted earlier, then it will be initial examination if we are
Yeah,
starting from.
yes, of course. It will always start from the initial. whenever you join any company, whenever you are going for a medical checkup, there is always a first time, no? There is a first time you joined a company, there is a first time there was some incident in the company. Always there is a first time. So for any kind of medical checkup, first you will add initial examination, followed that by either periodic examination or follow-up examination, whatever you want, you can choose.
Okay.
But okay, fine, you are just practicing. I just wanted to correct you. So just change it first to initial. Next, what do we have? You added regulation because you are saying it is a mandatory medical checkup. Mandatory option you have selected. All
Yeah.
the mandatory medical checkups are required by the regulatory bodies. Okay, you are saying according to Ministry of Labor and the name of that regulation, Occupational Health and Safety, it is a mandatory condition. It's a mandatory medical checkup. So you cannot keep it optional. Every employee has to go for this particular medical checkup because it is mandatory. So you can add according to which legal basis or which is the regulation according to which it is mandatory, you can maintain the data. So what happens in this medical checkup? What examination is done? That you have to maintain in the examination time. Okay, you have selected, fine, that's good. You have selected physical examination and a chest x-ray will be taken as the, this comes in under watch. It's a laboratory test, right, or physical? See, again, after adding here, you have to go to one of this. Either you have to go to physical test or you have to go to laboratory test, and there again you have to add. Like if it is a physical test, you have to go here and add exactly what test it is. Here also you have to maintain the data.
Okay.
Why did we create physical test and why did we create laboratory test? We configured the data, no? I have shown you how you can add a new physical test, how to add a new lab test. Why did we create that? Because that data I can use here when I am creating a health surveillance protocol. Otherwise, why do we need to create that? No need. Okay, so just keep these things in mind. Examination is okay, fine. You have added examination, physical examination as chest x-ray. But under that, which kind of lab test will be done? Again, you have to go to either of these two options and you have to add the test, medical test name. So you have to check whether that physical test is available or not. So how will you check? What is the transaction code to go to physical test?
EHS VU21.
EHS VU21. You come here and you have to check. Okay, that particular chest x-ray related physical test, is that present in this or not? You have to check. Sometimes there will be no value. See, for x-ray and all, we cannot put any value. They will just physically observe that x-ray film and they will decide. So there are no values at least related to x-ray. So check here. Do you have that physical test? BP, pulse, head, cervix, thorax, abdomen, musculoskeletal system, arteries, veins. No, we don't have. So you can create a new test. Fine, you can go to this, create a new physical test and call it as, I will just put it as X-ray. Okay, X-ray. No low normal value, no high normal value. It is all not applicable. Just add the date. Okay, let me put it as 18th. This is also a permanent medical test. So put 31129999. Okay, and save this lab test. Okay, so we have created a new physical test called X-ray, and now after saving this, we can use this test number whenever you are creating a health surveillance protocol. So here now you can add that particular physical test. Let me see if I can just go back Again, I have to change. See, I cannot edit that also. I have to again change the status to in process. Change the status to in process. Save the data. Now again go back. Okay. Now select examinations. Physical examination already you have added. So let me select that line and go to physical test. Under physical test, I have to add, no, why it is not showing? Edit option is not coming. Maybe because this status is also active. That could be the reason. Okay, let's see if I can change this. I think I have to delete this and add it again. Okay, what category you selected? I think physical, no?
Yeah.
See, always when you delete some data, don't forget to save, then you have to continue. Otherwise, it will show error. Okay, examination number P1, chest X-ray. This one you had selected. This is also fine. Now go to examination type. Okay, there is just one it is showing, periodic examination. Fine. Select that. Now select the examination category. Go to physical test. Why it is not coming yet? See here, it's not showing. Okay, all these are physical tests. You could select X-ray and you have to add it here. But no, there is some mistake. I have to check this, Jayesh. I'm going to physical test, but here unfortunately I'm not able to add. I don't know. Something went wrong because here I can see the status it is showing as active. Could be that might be the reason. I'm not sure, but I have to check this. But anyways, I hope you got the point. What I'm trying to say is, whenever you add a examination to be done on the employee, you should always go to either physical test or laboratory test, and there also you have to select exactly what test will be done for the employee. That also is mandatory, and you have to select that. Right? So that one point you just keep in mind. We have to add the physical test or the laboratory test whenever we are adding a examination category. So that is one thing, and also there is a questionnaire option. If you want to assign any questionnaire for this particular protocol, you can select whether it is general or anyways it will come under general medical questionnaire. Because you are doing X-ray, it is kind of a general medical checkup. So you have to add here general medical questionnaire and examination type, again periodic examination. So when that employee is supposed to go for this medical checkup, he has to fill this general medical questionnaire. So we are saying for this particular medical checkup, this is the questionnaire applicable. Here we are deciding what questionnaire he has to fill and go to the medical checkup. This is decided here. And then save the data. Right? So questionnaire we have added, what examination will be done in this diving medical checkup. Is it mandatory? If yes, according to which regulation it is mandatory? What are the protocol frequencies? Means how many days once we have to repeat this medical checkup. And agent, if it is something related to agent, you should also add the agent data. Like if you are sending employee for noise exposure medical checkup, what will be the agent then?
DG generator.
That is not agent, that is equipment. Agent will be noise. Noise.
Noise.
Noise is a hazard. So like that, in this diving related medical checkup, what is the agent? Is there any agent for this?
Means diving is actually the underwater, means the work we do na with
Okay,
diving.
but
That's
I don't think I can
ox-
add water as an agent. That is not applicable.
mm,
No, I think here agent is not applicable because the only risk is because the oxygen cylinder may get empty, he may not be able to breathe. So that is
uh,
one risk that is involved. But that risk I cannot add it here as an agent, right? Because that is something internal to the person. So agent is not required for this medical checkup. We don't have to add an agent. But whenever people are going for noise exposure medical checkup or chemical medical checkup, then you have to definitely add an agent. That is mandatory. Right? For this it is not there. Let me show you if we have any other medical checkup related to noise exposure. Okay, let's check this. See here, you see this agent they have added?
mm,
So noise is the agent for a medical checkup related to noise exposure. If you go to benzene related medical checkup, there benzene will be the agent. So that you have to select whichever agent is applicable, that you have to add. That is the health surveillance protocol category. That this is where we create that. Okay guys, is it clear? Any doubt in this, please let me know. This is also very important. Health surveillance protocol. Did you all understand how we made the changes to the health surveillance protocol? Or if there is anything you have doubt in this, please let me know. Okay, no questions. Fine. So now, yesterday, what did any other question, Jayesh?
No, sir.
no, sir. Actually, means
I have
we did one brief consultation also and one normal consultation. So there
Okay.
was no means error in that. So
Hmm.
it was good.
Okay, fine.
I have also tried, sir, and
Hmm.
I was able to print
Hmm.
this mm, invitation.
Okay. Okay. See, I will give you one more assignment. If you have understood this, okay, then please create one new health surveillance protocol. I think it is open in other screen. Wait. What is that transaction code? EHS view 01, is it? Yeah, EHS view 01. So create here another new health surveillance protocol. Under category select vaccination, and under description you put COVID vaccine or Covaccine. Better you put Covaccine. You can put any number 540. Protocol category you can select 200 for vaccination. Give a name Covaccine or COVID vaccine. Then you select gender, both you have to select unknown. Okay, first the status will be anyways in process. Add the start date, add the end date, and then you can add the owner as company. And this is age from and age to. So this you can leave it, it is applicable for all. And create a new health surveillance protocol. It should be a vaccination related to COVID. COVID vaccine you have to create. And there when you go to protocol frequency, if you remember, after initial vaccination, when did you go for the next vaccine? Do you remember? If you remember, maybe it was like after 3 months or after 5 months, whatever it is, you can add that as a second dose or second vaccination. Then Maybe booster shot we used to take after 6 months. So after 6 months, you can add one more protocol frequency where the duration is 6 months. And under regulation, you can say it was according to World Health Organization. Yeah, that is also a regulatory body. You can select regulation as World Health Organization. Then go to examinations. Tell me under examination, which one will you select? When you go to examinations for COVID vaccine, what are you going to select there? Whether you will select laboratory
Laboratory.
test? Yeah.
Laboratory.
Yes, we have to select the laboratory test. First, you will add the category here. Laboratory examination will be the examination category. Then select that examination, laboratory examination, and then go to laboratory test. And then you have to add here test number, test description. So, if that is the case in the laboratory test, EHS VU 31, right? In order to create a lab test, what is the transaction code?
21 EHS.
21?
31.
No, physical test, I
31.
think.
It's 31.
EHS VU 31, yeah. So go here to the laboratory test. Here also you have to add that. Here also you have to say that RT-PCR test will be done. So the test number you have to put, add a description as RT-PCR test, and I don't know what is the unit for that. You can simply select whichever you feel maybe, and or maybe you can Google it and you will get to know, and then add the normal range, lower normal value and higher normal value, and save that lab test. After saving the lab test, come back to your health surveillance protocol, and here you add that test. That is the process you have to follow. Okay, so please do this, and if any medical questionnaire is also applicable for that vaccine, you can select which one.
Okay, sir.
Okay, do we need to add agent for that?
Not maybe. Agent.
We have to add. Yes, we have to add. Maybe already that agent is not available, so okay, you can skip that part. We can see that in the specification management how to create the agents, but here it's okay, you won't get that. See, if I go here, okay, under agent I will not get exactly COVID related agent, I will not get. So therefore we may have to create that data also, and then you can add it here as an agent. It will be very lengthy and you will get confused. So better don't add that agent data. Just create this much, very simple. Right? Create a health surveillance protocol for COVID vaccine. Done? Clear?
Okay.
All of you guys, even those of whom you have not created any data, take it as an assignment for you also. Please create a health surveillance protocol for COVID vaccine. You can again refer to this video recording if at all you forget how we created or how we modified. Go back to the video recording and you can create that. Right? Clear? So that's another thing. Okay. Next, what do we have? There are many transaction codes, guys. So please try some of the transaction codes I'm not touching. You can try whatever I have left also, because there are many. I cannot go through all the transaction codes. Whichever important, I can show you that. So we have seen, by the way, did I show you the questionnaire yesterday? Medical questionnaire? How it looks like? What data it contains? Did I show you medical questionnaire?
No, sir.
No? Okay, I will not create a new...
You just show the invitation letter and then I think
Okay,
I
then, but if I go back to that again, I have to start from the beginning. So, okay, I will just give you a hint. After you have seen the invitation letter, if you click on back button, it will give you two options, scanner copy, another option will come. You have to select the first option and then click on OK. Then it will display the questionnaire. Very simple. From the invitation letter, click on back button, select the first option. Don't select scanner, select the first option. Okay, then if you click on continue, it will show you the medical questionnaire. Now if I want to show you, I have to again start from the beginning. I have to select the employee, I have to assign a protocol, I have to open medical service, all that I have to do, then finally I will go. So it will eat up lot of time. So please check that once. Otherwise here also you can check AMD TAET. Even in the medical services also you can see. I have shown you, I believe here at least I have shown you, I am sure. For Michael Ryder maybe I had shown you questionnaire. See here, all these are questionnaires, no, under Q. All these are questionnaires. For different type of medical checkups, there are different questionnaires. So you can double click on that and see, this is how the questionnaire will be displayed even in your planning cockpit. When you create an appointment in planning cockpit, this is exactly how you will see the questionnaire. But one difference is there will be no selection. Like here you have selection. Already it has been selected by Michael Ryder. But when you are creating a medical checkup for an employee in planning cockpit, all this will be empty. Because it has to be filled by the employee, right? We cannot select all this data. So therefore, the questions will be same, but these options will be unselected. So see, this is how your medical questionnaire looks like. First, it contains the information about the employee. Then if you go down, there will be particular questions like check agents you work with on a regular basis in previous or other jobs. If there were any exposure to agents, you have to select yes and you have to tell which agents you were working with. Solvent is an agent, it's a chemical. Hazardous substance is also an agent. Gasoline or fumes or dangerous gases, that is also an agent. That is why this employee has selected all the three. Are you wearing PPE during your work? If yes, which one? He has selected yes, and below he has to tell what PPE he is wearing. So hearing protection, respiratory mask and safety glasses. And this also, shoes, gloves, helmet, all that. All this he has to answer. He has already answered, but in a new questionnaire it will be empty. You have to select whichever is applicable. Right, this is a questionnaire. Like that there will be a different number of pages. This is just one page maybe. If you go to this, no, we don't have the page number here. I think the entire questionnaire is coming on a single screen. But in a planning cockpit, what will happen? It will show different questions in different pages. So there will be 30 pages, sometimes 12 pages, depending on number of questions. But since he has already answered, all the answers and questions are coming in the same screen. Okay, so this is a questionnaire, example for a questionnaire. Okay, this is one thing and one. Yeah, next is your injury illness law. Very important, injury illness law. What is the transaction code? Injury illness log we can create by using CBIH 72. Transaction code CBIH 72. So it will take you to the initial screen of the injury illness log. Why do we use initial screen in SAP? I didn't ask this question before. What is the use of initial screen in SAP? Initial screen in SAP is used for two things. One, to search any existing data. Yeah, correct. To search any existing data, number one. Secondly, the initial screen is used to create any new data. These are the two reasons. Either to create any new data or to search any existing data. So here, if I simply click on the hit list here, if I click on hit list, it will show all the data which has been already created. All the injury illness logs which have been created, it will be displayed. See, all these you see here, they are all created by some SAP users. All these are injury illness log. Right? And if you want to display them, you can go to any of this. Like Michael Rider, I have shown you already. And you can see there are different tabs where you can maintain the data. This is an injury illness log. Now, if you want to create a new one, click on create. Okay, give some name for your injury illness log. Like we can say injury log 102. And next, and select the entry type. What is the entry type for your injury illness log? There are some options. First aid without referral, first aid at accident without referral, first aid at accident with referral, medication administered, consultation or visit to physician, and treatment of old injuries. These are the different injury illness log entry types. Let's say among these, if you want to create a new option, what option do you want to create? Let's say I want to create a injury illness log entry type as a major injury. I want to create a new log entry type called major injury. Major injury with referral. So how will you create that? The injury illness log that I am planning to create, I don't have that option called major injury. Okay, with referral. With referral means what? We have both the options, with referral, without referral. What is the meaning of this? What is with referral and without referral?
Maybe it's related to some incident or accident. There is an integration with injury illness log and incident accident report.
Yeah, but no, it is not related to that. It's not that referral. Here referral means it is related to the doctor or surgeon. Okay, see, I'll tell you what it is.
Sometimes after giving first aid, doctor only will refer that particular patient to the higher institution.
Exactly. Why do we have to refer?
For further treatment.
For further treatment. Yes. Why you can't give that treatment in the company itself?
Some treatment only we can do it in the company itself. Some facilities may not be available there.
Yeah. Yes. Like for example, if there is a need to do surgery, can you do that surgery in the company? Not possible, no? Or maybe you want to take X-ray. That is also not possible. You may not be having any X-ray machine. So any treatment where you have to send the employee outside the company for further treatment is called as with referral. You can only give first aid treatment, not more than that. We have to send him outside. Without referral means no need to send the employee to any hospital. Just first aid treatment is enough. After that, he can go home. Okay, that is called without referral. So I want to create another option called major injury with referral as an example. So how do we do that? Or okay, let me say I will not create that. I will put it as occupational illness. I want to create another injury illness type called as occupational illness. So that is called as a customizing data. We have to create a customized data, and to do that we have to go to SPRO. We don't have any direct transaction code, so I cannot create it directly. Instead, I have to go to SPRO, and from there I have to customize the data. Okay, so go to SPRO, transaction code, SAP reference IMG. Go to EHS. Okay, then go to Occupational Health. In Occupational Health, I believe it is in basic data. Let me check because there are so many options in this. Not here. Okay, go to Injury Illness Law. Under Injury Illness Law, go to Basic Settings, and here you have Specify Injury or Illness Log Entry Type. You see this option? We have to go to Specify Injury or Illness Log Entry Types. Click on Execute. Okay, see these same options you saw there, no? First aid without referral, first aid at accident without referral, with referral. See, these are presently available options. Now I want to create a new one. So obviously we have to go to new entries. Select some name here called occupational illness. Okay, let me put it as OL. Occupational illness or sickness. Right? Then go to transfer control. These are technical things. So under transfer control, you can select the first option, log for transfer. User exit is not required. Leave it blank. No need to add anything. Here you have to select IEA. What is that? Wait, let me check. Okay, CBIH. Hmm. 1 minute, guys. Just give me 1 second. Okay, it is CBIHN FAID. Let me open that injury illness log entry type which I created and add the object name CBIHN underscore FAID, first aid. Next, internal number range, you know it is 0I and 0E. Okay, add these two, internal number range, external number range, 0E. Then select the technical object name as CBIHN underscore FAID, and this is your injury illness log entry type called occupational illness. Now after this, save the data. This is one of the additional injury illness log entry type I have created called OL. As soon as I create this customized data, this option should be available to me in the injury illness log. So if I go back to my other screen, here in injury illness log, now if I go to entry type, I will get even that option, occupational or illness. Like that, any number of new entry types you want to create, always go to SPRO, and under the occupational health you can find that. You have to open that particular option, create the data and save the data there. We are customizing the data. This is called customization. So I have created a new injury illness log entry type. Like that, there are a couple of other things that you can create here. I will show you. Let me, for this example, select first aid without referral. I will just create a very simple, or maybe I will select this first aid at accident with referral. Okay, let me select. So when did you give the first aid treatment to him? We have to select the date and time. Let's say yesterday some injury occurred. So I'm going to select yesterday's date and time. Select yesterday's date and some time we can put maybe in the evening. Okay, let it be same in the evening. And in which plant this injury occurred, plant number also you have to add. The plant in which the injury or illness occurred. Next, on the right hand side, see, there are three options they have given. One is fatality, second is reportable, third is privacy case. What is fatality?
So dead and
Death.
possession.
Death. Yeah. If the injury was very severe, you know what happens. Lot of times there will be a fatality. Either immediate fatality or the person may be there in the ICU for some days and then he may pass away. So therefore they have put a different date here. They have given date of death. Already we are putting a date here, 16/6/2026. But in case of fatality, no need or it is not necessary that he will pass away on the same date. He may be there alive for a few days and then he will pass away. So the date on which he is passing away, that you have to add separately in case of fatality. Next, what is a reportable option? What is reportable?
So when an injured person have a work for 48 hours or more.
When an injured person cannot join back the duty or when he cannot come back to duty within 48 hours, we have to consider that as a reportable injury. Because he cannot come back to work, it's not possible. He has got some severe injury. So therefore, we have to create that as a reportable injury. Okay, what about the third one, privacy case? And in which case are you going to select this option, privacy case? Any injury in the company is not entirely because of accidents or it is not entirely because of the employee mistake. Okay, remember that. In some cases, you know what will happen if two employees fight with each other. Let's say he took some tool and he hit on the head. Okay, that will result into injury, but that is not a normal occupational injury. That will be categorized as criminal offense or it is some unsafe act. Right? So such a case you have to report it as a form of injury, plus also you have to take legal action. So there will be again a lot of other legal things involved, but it is a injury, we have to report it, but it is because of unsafe behavior or it is because of some criminal act in the company. Because horseplay or fighting with each other is absolutely not tolerable in a company. If somebody involved in a fight and if one of the employees is injured, then we have to treat that as a privacy case, because you know otherwise the name of the company will be spoiled and you don't want that to happen. Any damage to the company name is not good, so therefore you can treat it as a privacy case, right? It's not a normal occupational injury or illness, it is a privacy case, maybe involving some criminal act. So then you have to select a privacy case. What will happen if I select the privacy case? The name of the person injured will not be displayed. Even when you generate a report, the name of that employee will not be highlighted. It will not be displayed because it's a privacy case. Right? So that is why they have given this additional option. Normally in our day-to-day EHS, we don't find it as an option, but here they have given. Okay, then select the person who got affected or who got injured. The employee who got injured, you can add his name.
Sir, what if the injury is means be apart from the working hours? Maybe he was at home and maybe got injured doing anything.
No, but
in
that
his
is
home.
not occupational, no. That happened during his leisure time.
Okay.
So we don't report it. We don't report.
But he will means if he got admitted to the hospital, then he will claim the medical insurance, na? So at that time,
Insurance, okay, insurance he can claim, but it is not occupational injury. See, occupational injury means what? occupational
injured
injury
during
means if he got injured
work.
while in the duty hours.
Ah,
Only during duty hours will be counted for reporting any injury or illness according to occupational health. If something happens during his private time or during his leisure time, you cannot consider that as it's not the mistake of the company. And we don't know under what circumstances it happened. We don't know. It happened in his home. So why will you report that?
okay.
Yeah, there are some other exceptions I can tell you. Let's say the employee is actually a sales representative, sales rep. In pharma companies, normally we have a lot of sales rep who will be traveling all the time, whether locally or even to other cities. So when these kind of employees, sales reps are traveling, even the travel time will be considered as on duty. Okay. And if such a person, when he goes out for sales and if there is some traffic related accident, we have to report it as an injury. Maybe he is taking his two-wheeler or maybe four-wheeler and some injury occurred or some accident occurred, then we have to report it because that will come under occupational. But during leisure hours or during outside of the duty hours, you don't consider it and you should not report it. Okay, so here I am selecting some person called person affected and I can select reportable if I want. It's a reportable event. Next, below that we have time of event. So when this injury occurred, I am saying there was an injury, but exactly when did this injury occur? Yesterday's date, I have to again select. And lot of people will make a mistake here. When they are selecting time, let's say I will just click on continue. So now what will happen if I press enter? See, I am getting some error. It is saying time of event is later than time that the first aid was given. You see this here, there is a mismatch in time. I am actually saying that we first gave the first aid treatment, then we had the injury. That cannot happen, no? It is vice versa. First the injury will happen, then you have to give the first aid treatment. So therefore just change it, make this as 58 and this maybe you can make it as 51. Yeah, now no error. We have created the data in line with the occurrence. First the event will happen, then you will give the first aid treatment. Next, again if you come down, we have the log entry location. So from where are you creating this injury illness log? Either you are creating from the first aid room or first aid station, or if you want to create any other new location, that is also possible. First let me show you. These are the possible locations from where we are creating this entry. It can be a first aid room, first aid station. If you want to create one more, again go back to SPRO. Under SPRO, you have the option to